So as a kid I always dreamt about going on holiday with my bike. You know, just the fact that you are going on a holiday with your own power, you know, with your own two legs, instead of hopping into a car and arriving at the place the next day, you know. Just the fact that it was gonna take you a few days or weeks to get where you want to be. And I've seen beautiful things, you know, beautiful nature, had lots of time to think about life and what I want to do. Because you have to remember, when you are biking, you don't really have a lot to do, you know, so you use your brain to think. And I've seen beautiful things, you know, and I've encountered some hard times as well, you know, some loneliness, some you know, muscle pain, because you are biking every day and you can't really like stop. Yeah, you can stop, but then you won't reach the place you want to reach. So I started my journey from the city of Groningen all the way at the top of Holland. And just 40 kilometers in I met with my nephew, because he lives in Borgen and it was on the road. So yeah, we had some nice lunch, some good conversations and new motivation to keep going, you know, to complete my journey. And just this evening I decided to stay at my grandmother's, because I always had a good connection with her. We always have good conversations, and she was living down the road anyway. I was passing her anyway, so this is basically the last familiar point until I started going into the real world. So yeah, it's a pretty good day so far. You know, I'm really enjoying the ride basically, and enjoying my cold meals. You know, you got to keep the proteins in, eh? So I just left, I think 2 hours ago, from my grandmother's house in Haaksberg, and I'm in Germany at the moment, just crossed the border. I got 50 kilometers in right now. I need to go another 150 kilometers, so I just had a lovely meal. My grandmother made some lasagna and I took some with me, you know, in a pan. So I just went biking for another 4 hours. It's like 1 o'clock now and it's time for my break, you know, finally. So I found this beautiful place, you know. So when I finally left this beautiful place, I packed my things, packed my bike and discovered that the gate was closed. Apparently it was like some kind of privacy camping. So I managed to like wiggle the lock and managed to get it like open without even like throwing my bike over the gate. So I was quite lucky then. There is no bike path here and it's fucking crazy, man. I'm not used to this, but you know, it's pretty cool to be here in nature. Maybe maybe I'm not even supposed to be here. I have no idea actually. It's currently 7 o'clock and I'm sleeping in my hammock. And it's actually the first time I actually like slept like kind of outside, you know, without any sort of shelter. At this point the hills started to pick up and I was entering Sauerland Germany, which was a lot of steep climbs and steep descents. Hard work.
Feel it now every time I leave. It hits me hard and it cuts me deep. I'm 1,000 miles from happiness, 1,000 miles from you.
Wow, I'm at this crazy climb for the moment, you know. Just driving 10 kilometers an hour, but yeah, it's really nice.
It's 1,000 miles of loneliness, 1,000 miles from you.
So yeah, I just woke up. You know, for some reason I decided to leave, you know, to try to dry my stuff here on my bike, but it's even wetter now than I left it. So during the day I will try to make this dry again.
Every mile on my path leads to you.
Arriving in the beautiful city of Wiesbaden, Germany. And I just got out of Sauerland, so the train was beginning to get flat and I could just follow the Rhine for a few kilometers.
But I'm not gone. I miss the bed you're sleeping on. I'm 1,000.
And in case you're wondering how I got my YouTube name, it wasn't because of this city, but I decided to just go to the Rhine, go for a nice swim and yeah, have a good time.
Every mile on my map leads to you. It leads to you. Every mile.
Guys, I found this beautiful lake and I'm gonna spend the night here. So I think this is one of the most beautiful places I have seen so far. So I basically keep hearing stuff here, you know, and you can probably hear the frogs as well, you know. I keep hearing all kinds of noises and all kinds of animals, and it's kind of, you know, spooking me out, freaking me out, you know. I'm on high alert right now and it's impossible for me to sleep here. I've stayed here for an hour, it's pitch black here. But I think I will actually leave this place right now and just find some, you know, field to sleep in. So, and how does it actually feel to go on a bike trip? Because I'm planning to go all the way to Austria, you know, biking around 150 kilometers each day. And you know, you will see all those beautiful places, you know, and the travels are very nice. But one thing I do have to say, I'm struggling, you know, I'm struggling with, you know, a bit of loneliness because I don't really speak to anyone here, you know. Sometimes I just, you know, come across some random guy and I speak to him. But most of the time, you know, I'm just by myself all the time, you know. And it feels like I'm a bit lost in the big world, you know, because nothing is recognizable and stuff like this. And so I just got off a call with my parents and I've got a bit of a crazy plan here, because my plan was previously just to bike to Austria and back to go to the mountains, but you know, I decided, you know, my parents are in Croatia right now, you know, let's bike to Croatia and make it a one-way trip, because Croatia from Holland is basically 2,000 kilometers, so I don't want to go back and forth. But so I'm going to Croatia right now, but one thing I don't have, I forgot my passport, so that's pretty stupid. Yeah, I reached some water again. I'm at Stuttgart at the moment and I just had the most fun downhill race I ever had. It was like a little park, but it was full downhill and there were like multiple roads to take, and I was going behind 3 other guys with the road bike, you know. I had a car behind me and I was just keeping up with them. It was so much fun. Like we had to make a lot of tight corners and stuff like this, so yeah. I would love to take it again, but I just don't want to bike all the way up. And I'm on a schedule here, so time to go.
Out in the garden where we planted the seeds, there is a tree as old as me.
I'm finally starting to enjoy the ride a bit, you know, because before, I was, to be honest, I was feeling quite lonely and stuff. But yeah, it's a beautiful day here, and I'm enjoying nature, so that's nice.
By the cracks of his skin, I climbed to the top. I climbed the tree to see the world. When the guys came around to blow me down.
And right there I was arriving in the city of Munich, and I have to say this was a beautiful city. I'm not a big fan of the city, but this city was very, very nice. I was soon arriving in Austria, and my plans have changed a bit, because at this point I was just planning to bike to Austria and from there take the train or bus to Croatia. So when I looked for the train schedule, I saw that I had 10 minutes to make a train, or I would have to wait 24 hours. And I still had 10 minutes to walk, so I ran for my life. But I managed to get the train, and I was so happy about it. So it's currently around 6 in the morning here in Croatia. I just arrived with a bus drive. Right there, it was time to take the boat for a spin and enjoy a relaxing week of sailing. And I was so looking forward to it.
By the moon, looking down on everything I never knew. I'm awakened by the truth that only for a moment I'm alive with you.
If you've never been to Croatia, I can highly recommend it. It's my favorite place to go on holiday. And I've been coming here since I was a kid for 10 years straight. It has beautiful nature, loads of islands with water, and overall a beautiful experience. And then I had a choice to make. The holiday was almost over and I could go by plane to Holland, or I could pick up my bike and bike all the way to Holland. So the last thing is what I did.
Many years we've been apart, and I never wanted gravity to pull.
So I said goodbye to my parents, picked up my bike in Fieberbrunn and went on the road again.
If you never come around, how we ever gonna be?
So I've got a beautiful place to sleep for the night, you know. I'm just gonna hang my hammock between those trees.
Feels like if you never come around, how we ever gonna be? If you're always on the ground and you're never gonna see. Falling feels like
So I'm currently doing my biggest climb so far, and it's basically 600 meters up. So I was at around 800 meters here in Austria, and I'm currently going to St. Anthon, and I used to work there as a ski instructor, so it's gonna be pretty cool to be there actually. And I'm just planning to go to the swimming pool there just to take a break, and hopefully it's somewhere outside, so I'm already looking forward to it. Let's go. And there I have to bike, like no bike paths of course. So I'm currently at 1800 meters in St. Christoph, and I have quite a story to tell you, because I went with my bike on the normal road, and the police stopped me and they told me like, oh, you can't go here by bike. And I'm like, why? How do I get to where I want to go then? Well, you have to take a bike taxi. I was like, what? Bike taxi? And I just basically biked like 20 minutes straight up, basically the steepest road I ever like driven on. And I was like, fuck, I have to go all the way back, all the way down. So I went all the way down, and yeah, I got the taxi like really quick, and now he brought me to the point where I can bike further. But you know, you should have seen the road where he was driving, man. It was like, I think it was like 600 meters, like straight up, like crazy steep. And I'm actually kind of happy I ran into that bike taxi guy, because I would have died, you know. I wouldn't have made it. I think it would have taken me like 2 hours to climb that, and I might have gotten a heart attack or something like this, you know. But you know, I'm here and I'm grateful for this guy. We had a nice conversation and all. Like he had a lot of bike taxi guests, you know. And there was another guy who did like 2,500 kilometers, and crazy.
It wasn't true. And all this time I have been lying in secret to myself. I've been putting sorrow on the forest place on my shelf. Da-dee-da. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain.
Today I ran into some fellow bikepackers, and I really had to laugh, because you know, you should have seen them. They had like crazy bikepacking constructions. They had like this one guy, he had like the same car as I have, but he had like a full-on solar panel on there, you know. I'm not even lying, like a full solar panel on top of it. Like, why the fuck do you need that much energy? I think he had some electric bike, you know, just to power his bike, but it was kind of crazy, you know. And you know, at that moment I thought I had seen it all, you know. What the fuck, a guy with a solar panel, you know. But a few 20 minutes later, I saw another guy with a crazy construction, and you will never believe it when I tell you, but he actually had some kind of a roof on top of his bike, like seriously, like 2 meters long roof of solar panels, like on top of his bike. So he was basically in the shade of, he was basically under the solar panel, and like, what the fuck. It was kind of cool to see, like these guys are serious, like these guys are next level bikepackers. But it made me question, like, why do you need that much energy, you know? Why do you need so much? I think they had like electric bikes, otherwise you don't need that much energy. Because I currently have like this very small solar panel, and it's basically enough for my phone, my earplugs, my e-reader and everything, you know. This is just a public toilet, and it's open. It's just open to the public for like bikers, and wow, I've never seen something like this. At this point I met a fellow bikepacker named Patrick from Germany, and we biked a bit together, had some good conversations and had some dinner at night, and we set it up camp at the same place. The next day we parted our ways and I went on my way to the Bodensee. I was arriving at the Bodensee in Switzerland, and I have to say this was a beautiful lake with beautiful water, and I wish I stayed longer. 2 days ago I said goodbye to Patrick, that fellow bikepacker that I met, and today, just when I thought about it, I actually ran into him again. So this was a pretty crazy experience and we both had a good laugh about it. And you know, what are the chances? So we had some nice dinner together, you know, some good conversations. We went to the Rhine Fall together, so this was this beautiful like waterfall, and then we parted our ways again.
It has been raining a lot tonight, and to be honest, I was quite scared of this, because I was like, okay, am I ever gonna get to sleep? I have this bivak, it's supposed to be watertight, but what if it's not, and my home sleeping bag is wet, and I have to stay up all night in the rain. So yeah, but I just wanted to try it, you know, because I was like, fuck that, I'm no pussy, you know. I'm gonna sleep in nature, even if it's fucking raining. So the thing I did, I basically made this like, I'm sleeping on my hammock today, you know. So I have like one sleeping mat left. So what I did, like I put the sleeping mat over my head, like with a little construction of like a few sticks here and there, just to keep it widespread. And it's basically like over my hammock, not all over my hammock, because my feet and stuff are still wet. Everything is still wet, but at least the rain is not coming directly onto my head.
So I decided to get a hotel for the night, because yesterday I basically slept in the rain all night, and to be honest it wasn't that bad, but everything is wet, so I wanted to get a chance to get everything clean, get myself clean, and so forth, you know. And the driving in Schwarzwald in Germany has been pretty awful. One thing, they don't have bike paths here, so I basically have to drive over the highway or the main road here. I don't think it's a highway, but anyway, it's dangerous and there are a lot of cars there, so I just arrived in France, so yeah, I was pretty stoked to be there, because yeah, last time I was in France was like 10 years ago. So I basically lost 1 out of 2 bike shorts, basically.
and so because I like hanged it on the side here, all the way on the side, just to dry, because it was wet. I just washed it, you know, and it was basically drying while I was biking, and this is the perfect way because it will dry so quick because of the wind. But apparently it was not quite perfect because I lost it. So this is my 5th broken tire, my 5th empty tire, and this is, every time it's the back tire, and every time it's at the same place, but I cannot figure out what's wrong. Even with like the rim of my like wheel, I don't know, there's nothing pointy in there, so it's driving me crazy, you know. And for the past hour I've been trying to fix my tire. So it's currently 8:30 and I just woke up like a bit on the late side, you know, but I couldn't really sleep this night. There was some kind of a animal alarm or something like this, you know. It continuously went off, like some beeping sound. So I just slept a bit longer, and it is such a beautiful morning, so yeah, why not, you know. Nice and sunny, you know. I woke up with the sun in my face, so perfect, you know.
After a storm, I wanna let go of the things that I've done without any worry. I wanna come.
So I just found out that it's like really gonna rain tonight, and at the moment when you look at the sky, like, look behind me, like it's already raining there, and the weather is constantly changing because I'm constantly in a different place, so I have to check the weather every time. So I managed to get in here in time and nice and dry, you know. I hope the rats won't visit me tonight because this is a dry place. And so yeah, it's currently a bit, you know, it's currently raining, like not really hard, but you know, I'm happy I'm here, you know. I'm happy this thing, it's solid dry here, you know. It doesn't like seep through, so I'm really happy about that. So I actually fell down, holy shit. Oh my god. What a show, what a show. Okay, I'm gonna get my things together now. So I'm driving at the Vennbahn at the moment, and this is like the perfect road all the way through Belgium. It is like a bicycle highway, and it's like perfect road and not that steep. It was basically, I discovered it was basically an old railway, so they deleted the railway and they built in some like proper roads, and that's why it isn't that steep. It's like very gradually declining actually, so it is a very nice road to bike actually, a lot better than Luxembourg, so I'm quite happy. So this is a very, very nice way to wake up. So today is basically, I can say, almost my last day of travels alone, because I have like 80 kilometers to go until I'll go to my grandmother for a day, and I will stay there for a day, and then I got like 100 kilometers until a friend of mine, and I will stay there for a day, I think, and then I will be home. So yeah, but still some 250 kilometers to go in total.